What's up, everybody? The doctor's in, and it's time for office hours. Today's topic of discussion is going to be the surprise in the bot lane, Blitzcrank. With a new season comes a new meta, and the one that we're currently seeing this split is high action, high CC tank supports. The most surprising of which has been the Bronze Fist Blitzcrank champion, which has not seen very many playtime in the last couple of years competitively, but suddenly made a big debut earlier this split and has stuck around making play after play after play. So let's dive on in and take a quick look at maybe what brought the Golem back to action. As you can see by the graphs, there hasn't been a crazy uptick in any of his solo queue stats, barring ban rate, over the last couple patches. So what, with a 1% increase in win rate, warrants a 30% increase in bannage since patch 7.9? Blitzcrank's last notable change to himself was long ago in patch 6.13, so it might not be anything specifically around him. Much more recently, patch 7.9, however, brought us the tank update, support item quests, and the changes to Doran's shield. That one of which I believe is the largest contributor to maybe a rise in Blitzcrank. With added damage to minions, along with really heightened HP regen, it really became a top-tier pick for AD carries in a very poke-heavy meta such as last season. With poke and heavy magic damage supports suddenly being forced out by the Doran shield changes, players were having to look elsewhere for picks. We started seeing Brahms, Rakans, and Threshes galore. Having seen a high CC meta before, nothing really still screams Blitzcrank. Through heavy engage metas throughout the years, we've never consistently seen the rolling golem, but right now he's currently sitting on a 15.9% pick ban rate globally, contrasting to his spring pick ban rate, which was 0.4%. So what really makes this meta so different? Well, right now it doesn't seem like it's the AD carry picks because we're still seeing the same Ashe, Varish with sprinklings of Jhin and Caitlyn. So let's look to the rest of the map to maybe see what is different and how that's changed. With the changes to tank items, we're noticing a lot less true tanks on the map, barring Galio and Gragas. A lot more players are focusing on fighter builds and champion picks for the top and jungle. So that's leaving supports to really pick up the slack with the tankage. What this does, it opens up the map for a very select pick style gameplay. With lower than average HP across the map and high damage champions in almost every position, it means that if you can single somebody out, it can net you very easy objectives. Thresh and Rakan are very safe options to do this, where if you go for the pick and end up missing, you still can fall back and defend your AD carry if everything goes awry. However, there's no true alternative to just throwing your cards out on the table, going for that hook, and grabbing your team the advantage. And this really is where Blitzcrank shines through. Being able to move around the map and hide himself. Any darkened area could mean a Blitzcrank hook. Any unwarded bush could mean a Blitzcrank hook. Even staring him in the eyes from across the lane means you're not truly safe. He's been currently getting first blood 12.1% of the time across 33 games. That means he's currently only behind Bard when it comes to getting that first blood from supports that have played more than 10 games across the world. And more than just the actual hook itself, there's the mind games you can play with it. As long as that hook is available, you can move around and force people to play around you because they never know when it's going to come and they're going to have to flash it. Being able to quickly apply pressure with Overdrive and Power Fist, along with the hook itself, you can completely change objective dances. But this same style gameplay is not sold to Blitz. What about a champion like, say, Morgana? She has the Black Shield and the Soul Shackles to keep her AD carry alive, along with the Binding to go for those long-range picks. The Binding, however, locks the enemy in place, which could mean that they're surrounded by friendlies and be able to stay alive. The Blitz hook completely pulls you out of position and into your team, meaning that you can quickly burst them out and hopefully mean an instant death and transition into objective. There's a lot of nuances and a lot of things that have changed to allow Blitzcrank to come back into the meta. We have item changes opening up the map for a more aggressive style, mainly from the bot lane, which has left just enough room for Blitzcrank to power fist his way in. Every day we're seeing new and exciting picks, and it's made this split such a treat to watch. Personally, I'm glad to see the teams are experimenting both with players and champions in the regular season so that they can iron out what really works by playoffs. That being said, guys, that's all I have for you today. The doctor is signing off, but if you like the channel and you like what you heard here today, leave a comment down below so we can keep the conversation going. Also, make sure to subscribe so you can be notified every time a new Office Hours goes live or any of the other quality content coming to you from Game Haus. But once again, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next week.